I am an author that's getting ready to come out with a story. I'm going to post this video on Facebook and on all my social media to kind of hopefully gain more interest and more people, to get more people coming on my next event. So I'm just kind of here to tell my story and to kind of help promote my book and to hopefully help gain more interest and hopefully gain some more interested readers to purchase my book and then hopefully, enjoy a nice, good story that I've worked all these years on. So, all right, everybody, how's it going? I'm going to get started. So my plan for the day is to first introduce myself. I'm going to touch briefly on my story. I'm going to thank a couple of people that was involved with this novel. And I'm going to spin a wheel so one of you guys can win a prize. And I'm going to cut it from there and we'll be done. So this probably will be like about a half an hour. Hi, Shania. How you doing? So this shouldn't be a really long video. I say about 30 minutes or so. So I'm planning on doing about 5 or 6 videos total, not much. I'm going to do a video a month from now until I publish to help promote the story. All right, about myself. All right, my name is Sean Spencer. I'm soon to be author of the Wordless Book and a quick backstory on my story. This super incredibly crazy long journey that I've been on. So I went into this story not knowing anything about writing. This is usually how it goes for most people. I think anyway on most people's novels. This has been a 16-year journey of trial by error for me. 16 years is a really long time to write a story, but really that time went by pretty fast, honestly. But my journey began in 2008 when I was younger and much more unaware. I had an idea about I didn't know how near impossible it was. And I had this grand idea that I wanted to get a video game created, and I was quite optimistic about it. Well, long story short, in 2017, after years of writing and scrapping and writing and scrapping and writing, I eventually had a script that I was finally happy with, and I ran across an outsourcing company that wanted to make a demo for me. So I started the Kickstarter campaign, and I raised a whopping $58. So I was very far off from getting it done. I think I needed like 150 grand. It was a crazy amount of money for like a short demo. So after all that mess, I came to the realization that it's not happening. So I kind of quit for a while. Quit for a couple years, got my mind together, and got older, got more mature, kind of realized how things were a little bit better. And but I didn't want to quit. So what I did was I scrapped the game script and I started over again and wrote a novel. This started in January of 2020. Eventually finished the draft. Took me a while, and I began revising my manuscript, doing the best that I can to make the story the best that I could. So I began researching and watching YouTube videos to learn the writing process. And while I was going over the manuscript, I was fixing it up and I was learning at the same time. So after a few revisions, it was like 3 or 4 revisions, a lot of artwork, a line edit, 4 to 5 beta reads, and a cover design brings me to now. So my manuscript is currently with a copy and a developmental editor, and he is currently working on a second pass. And if he finds any more errors, of course, when he sends it back to me, I'll have to go through and refix it again and send it back. So once the manuscript is free of any copy and developmental errors, then I will then move on to the next step, which is a proofread and a format. So it takes about a month for a proofreader to proofread, and then a month for a formatter to format. And then we're done. We're good. The formatter, good thing about them, they actually work on the novel themselves. So I don't have to take any part of it. Once they send it back to me, it's done. So we're looking about 3 to 4 months from now, I should be ready to publish. So this is kind of why I'm here, is to show you guys how excited I am about it, to express my excitement, and hopefully give some people some interest. So I wanted to share my joy with you guys, and then hopefully somebody here can win something cool. What is this book about? Okay, so this genre of my novel is mostly cosmic horror with bits of dark fantasy mixed in, and I'll explain what they both are. The fantasy and dark fantasy is a genre that features magical and supernatural elements. So there's some type of magic involved, which doesn't exist in the world today. The dark and dark fantasy means there's a disturbing and frightening themes. In dark fantasy, there's usually a gothic type of atmosphere, like a lot of foggy atmosphere, spooky forest, graveyards, castles, which my novel, The Wordless Book, has all that. So that's the dark fantasy side of my story. The characters are morally great characters, which, the meaning of that means that you don't know if the characters are good or bad. They may have good intentions or bad intentions. They just do what they want to do regardless of consequences. And not all of my characters are morally great characters, but some of them are. So a good example of dark fantasy movies would be like Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, and The Crow. Those characters are morally great characters, and they're in like a gothy type atmosphere. So, that similar environment is what's in my novel. Okay, now for cosmic horror. Cosmic horror is a fear of the unknown, something so scary that we can't understand it. A great example of this would be The Mist or Evil Dead. We can't see what's inside the mist, but as a viewer, we know that something's in there and it's killing people. And then for the cosmic side of The Evil Dead, is where you have this book that's evil. It's got these evil demons in it, but people that sees the book has no idea what it even is or what's even in it. So it's that unknown factor. And then it can destroy every human on earth if it wanted to. So that's kind of very similar to my book. The Evil Dead is quite similar to my book because there is creatures inside a book and they come out and they can destroy the world if they wanted to. So that's the cosmic side to my story. So my novel consists of approximately 70,000 words. It's going to be about 420 pages. All right. So anyway, my story is about a camp owner by the name of Robert Lee and his fiancee, Jessica Hill. Robert Lee's the camp owner, and Jessica Hill is a middle school science teacher. They both host a weekend retreat for the middle schoolers at Happy Oaks Middle School with the help of some of the other teachers. And they're going to the long-awaited camp, Wolf Creek, which has been in construction for many years. It's done now. The camp's open. What they don't realize, though, is laying watchful at the bottom of one of the cabins is the Wordless Book, decorated with 5 mysterious orbs. The book is a holding cell for a pack of reapers led by the evil Death Reaper himself. When one of the orbs are taken from the book, strange and mysterious things begin to lurk around the camp. And when night falls, the reapers are set loose from the Wordless Book to fulfill their motives and destroy anyone or anything that gets in their way. So our main protagonist of the story is Robert Lee, the camp owner, Jessica Hill, who's a science teacher, and then one of the middle schoolers named Emma. So the main protagonist, they have to find a way to defeat the Reapers once and for all before the camp and everyone in it falls to the Reapers' eventual wrath. So that's my story. That's what it's about. That's a quick rundown. All right. So now I want to thank somebody. There's a lot of people to thank because there's a lot of people that's been involved with the story over the years. I had a lot of people helping me out. So I'm going to be thanking people throughout each video. I'm going to separate it into, each month and thank certain people that was involved. So, this is going to be that portion. So today I want to thank my wife and my kids because they were my greatest, and my family's been my greatest supporters and my friends. So my kids and my wife has been involved with the trailer. They helped me do the trailer, and I know that they didn't want to do it maybe most of the time or all the time, but they did it for me anyway because they supported me and they love me. And I was on my phone a lot trying to get the story going. And then I know that they were kind of upset with me quite a bit because I was constantly on my phone all the time, but they still love me anyway. So I want to thank my wife, my 2 kids. They're probably my biggest supporters, and I thank them. All right. So I actually had a spin wheel, a real spin wheel that I got, and it broke. I tried the back, the nut was loose, and I tried to tighten it because it kept on landing on the same 4 or 5 spaces, and I didn't want it to do that. I wanted it to be fair. So I was tightening it, and then that little plastic piece broke at the top. So what I did was I downloaded an app on my my tablet here, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but you got everybody's names written down on that app. Okay, so my wife's over here. She's got an app that she downloaded that's got everybody's name in the raffle that's here today. And I want to spin the wheel, whatever it lands on, my wife will then raffle that person off as the winner. So can you guys see that good? Can you guys see that pretty good? Okay, so I want to go ahead and spin it. Okay, you ready? We'll see what happens. Okay, so somebody's getting a poster. Okay, so somebody's going to win a poster. And actually the poster is right back here behind me. And don't say the winner yet. And then, I don't know if you can see it or not. So down here, my finger down here, I want to add some stuff. So what you see here, if you can see it, there's a lot of glare. It's going to be about like this, but I want to add some more stuff to the bottom here to make it look like a movie poster. Everybody that was involved with my story will be down here. My logo will be down there. It's going to look like a movie poster when I'm done with it. So whoever, we're going to spin this baby here. We're going to see who wins this raffle here. And then whoever wins gets a poster. Okay, so give me a second here. Oh, okay. So we got a winner. We got a winner chicken dinner. And can I see that? We got a winner, and I'll reveal the winner here in just a second. So I got the winner. You guys ready to see the winner? Oh, you're getting. Okay, here's the winner. You ready? Can you probably can't see it? It's blurry. It's backwards too. It says Shania up here in green. Shania is the winner. Shania gets a poster. Now mark that name down. I'll not text to myself or something like that so I don't forget. But I will print you out a poster. I'll go to the library. I'll go through and I will fix it up, make it look more nice and pretty. And I'll since your family, I'll just give it to you in person. So Shania won a poster. So I'm going to have another video next month. I'm going to do the same thing. It's going to be the same setup, except for next month, I'm going to be talking about my inspiration, what inspired me to write the story and what kept me going. And then I'll talk about the trailer. I'll go deep diving into, what, where we filmed at, kind of what got me inspired to do the trailer and all that stuff. So, okay. So that's basically my video. There's really nothing else really to say. I know you guys are busy, got things going on. So I'll go ahead and end it from here. And I will see you guys. All right. Well, I want to end it here. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up. I'll see you next month. I will post the official date for the next show sometimes the end of this month or the beginning of next month. Sometime between the 25th of March to the 7th of April, I'll post the date for the next video. All right. Love you. See you guys next time.